Hi guys, it's Kara from Goddess to Goodness. I'm coming on right now because I think for everybody there's been like a huge energy of releasing things that no longer serve us. With this Pisces full moon, and it's a lot about like trying to release what doesn't serve you, but then like in an emotional way. It could be like karma that you're releasing, like from past bloodlines and whatever. And sorry guys, I'm in bed right now, and I'll explain in a second. So anyways, I've been having, for the last 2 weeks, more than a handful of people come to me and, obviously wanting guidance and whatever. And thankfully, I've been in the position where I've been in the position to offer guidance and help you guys feel empowered and heal and release past traumas, experiences, behaviors, people, places, things. And not that I've helped you do that, you're doing it naturally, but I've helped you come to terms with it or understand what's going on. So earlier today, when I woke up this morning, I received a message from a friend of mine, and he helped me in a difficult time in my life a few years ago. I didn't know like what was going on. I was on like my spiritual awakening journey and like whatnot, and I didn't know who to turn to, and I turned to him, and he gave me some of the most, like, what he said to me just resonated with me. It just resonated with me very strongly. So I woke up this morning and I received a message saying that there was, like a service that his he's a reverend, and this is like it's a non-denominational, but it's a spiritual service, and it was the first one of the year, and I was invited to it. And it's a very small group of people, but if you guys know me, I'm a hermit, and I don't like leave my house like ever. You guys see me at Dalmatia doing readings, maybe. If you see me out in public, it's like a unicorn sighting. It's like very few and far in between. Anyways, I felt like compelled to go. So I went there, and what I did not expect was, during the service, he said, well, now we're going to do messages of healing. And I didn't know what this meant. I never attended. I'd never been there, but I walked in, and instantly I felt like, all day I just felt I was supposed to go. But then I walked in and I was like, oh yeah, like I'm in the right place. I'm energetically drawn here, and I was supposed to be here. And so during these healing messages, an aunt figure came through because he's also a medium, and so is his wife, and then one of the other members is as well. And not only did he have a message for me, but his wife did, and this other woman did. And I did a tarot reading for myself this morning, asking the question, and I'm sorry guys that I'm emotional, but the tarot reading was that the question I asked is, am I in alignment with my highest path by like offering myself in terms of the knowledge I've gained and experienced and the wisdom I've gained through my spiritual awakening, and am I in alignment with my highest good by sharing it with all of you. And I had this message come through, and what he said was, that to trust the path that I'm on, because I'm on the right path. And that this is something I've been pushing away since I've been a child. And then his wife chimed in and added a little more. And then somebody, and these are all essentially strangers. None of these people know me intimately like that. Like, nobody knows, like, anything beyond what I post outside of Facebook. The third lady then chimed in and just said, you know, like, you're on the right path, and what you've been pushing away is your true purpose. And please don't be afraid. And so that really hit me, because in terms of releasing things, what I'm guided to be releasing at this time, and it's just hitting me today. I've been helping everybody else, and I'm guided that I have to release the fear. A fear I didn't even know that I really carried. And the reason I'm coming on here to tell you guys is because our past lives and our ancestral lineage has a lot to do with how we operate in life. And something interesting was just brought up into my frame of reference, and that it's our past lives definitely have something to do with the ancestral lines we choose to be born into. We choose to be born into these lines because we are trying to clear karma, but we're also trying to clear we're trying to clear up the attachments and the events that we feel establish our identity in life. Okay, and so what I realize is now, and I've shared this with one other person on the entire earth. Him and I aren't communicating right now, but he was my home when I met him. He is my home. And so the only person I ever shared this with was him. And I'm going to share it with you guys. So as a child, I had a dream from a very young child, and I couldn't express this to my parents or whatever, because number one, I didn't know what it was or what it meant. I just knew it was terrifying as a child. And as I got older and tried to analyze it and whatever, I still didn't know where something like this would come from, especially from a child. And I kind of knew it was from a past life, but I'm again, I was just skeptical, and I have been pushing this away for my entire life up until recently, and that's why I decided to start Goddess to Goodness, to help others who are kind of going through what I have been through and what I'm currently going through. And I just want a safe place for everybody to be able to go to, and if I could be that for you, then I'm doing what I'm supposed to. So I had this dream as a very young child, I'm going to say 3-4 years old, where my family was literally ripped from my arms. And I used to have this fear of my parents, like, passing away from, like, a really young age. And it terrified me and caused so much fear. Well, with the message that came through today, and it was just, like I said, like a surprise. I didn't know there was going to be any mediumship involved in this, but I was the first one they came to. And then 2 other mediums spoke up and delivered further messages for me. So the messages were strong, and since I got home, I've been asking my guides and my ancestors, please help me release this fear. And, like, where is it coming from? And so, I'm not telling you this to stress you guys out or freak you out. I'm telling you this because I never realized the connection that this dream had, first of all, to my existence here in this 3D, in the Matrix right now. And I never realized how it actually affected me. In terms of, what I do and how I conduct myself. So, by realizing this and being able to purge this and release it, I have more of an insight as to why I've been operating in my life the way I have. And even though it's hard to purge it, hard to go through it, and you could tell I'm crying. It's nice to know that there's this understanding and completion of this, and as to why I am maybe fearful of getting, like, close with people, and maybe close with myself, because I've had this underlying fear of my loved ones being ripped out of my arms. And I'm sharing this with you guys because I want you guys to know that although we might go through all these things and all these ways of processing and trying to analyze and what is it and what does it mean, it may feel very lonely, but you're not alone. And so, I send you guys all the light and love. And I'm sorry that this wasn't one of my typical and usual messages. But I was guided to share this with you. Because we can always release those things that we don't even realize affect us. And again, your highest soul self picked your existence here right now in this 3D moment, in this family line, in these experiences, in order for you to release the karma of your family line and things like that. And one other thing I do say to people is, like, even if you're not dealing with past life stuff, your family line, based on their experiences, where they lived, how they lived, whatever. And when I say your ancestors, I'm talking about thousands of years ago. But our brains actually build new neural synapses and new behavior patterns and whatever in order to like survive. Just the same as like your body will adapt to whatever is in the area that you're living in. So if like conflict, like other tribes coming in to try to take over the land or whatever, and there was just constant like struggle, constant conflict, those neural synapses are passed down through DNA. And it's just the same as certain diseases run in certain family lines. It's because your family tribe or clan who lived thousands of years ago grew, flourished on a certain diet and had certain health problems and didn't have other health problems. And that all gets passed down genetically. So we are actually like very connected, whether you realize it or not. We're very, very connected to our ancestors. And I do believe that our past lives kind of, maybe not dictate, but guide our souls as to what family line we should be born into, based on things we've experienced in our past lives in order for us to clear and heal. And I just wanted you guys to know that you're not you're not wrong, you're not crazy, you're not anything but the most perfect place ever. You're exactly where you're supposed to be at this moment. And so, like I said, this isn't one of my usual messages, but I felt like it was like very, very important. And yeah, that's Buddha and a glass of water. Alright guys, all my light and love to you, and thank you so much. I love you. If you have any questions, contact me and Goddess to Goodness on Facebook. If you want a past life reading to maybe get to the root of why things are the way they are. Like I said, I don't know if I would have realized this had those messages not come through the mediums for me tonight. But like I said, I was guided to go there. So I did. And these messages came in so strong for me. And so I just want to say thank you to Mario and his wife Kate, and Vicky and Jason and Dan and all the other people I met tonight. They're beautiful people. But if you guys would like to come with me, it's in October, the third Sunday in October. And like I said, if you guys do want a past life reading to kind of delve in and see where like you may be needing of healing, or of where you may have potential blocks or challenges to your healing, go ahead and message me on Facebook at Goddess to Goodness. You could also subscribe to Patreon at goddesstogoodness.com. And then also, guys, just I did design an oracle deck very recently, and it's made up of all my own personal photographs, all my own personal artwork. And the reason I did that is because as a Scorpio, it's very hard for me to like, again, open up to people and like not be private. So in order for the oracle deck to get across the messages that I wanted it to resonate with, I put in like my personal experiences, and I mean that like super literally. So not only did I create the deck, but I designed it, I did the layouts, I did everything. So it definitely has my energetic signature there, and it's a 78 card oracle deck, so just like tarot cards. And you can pre-order it. You can go on my Facebook page. If you do like this message, please subscribe, like, and share. And if you do want to offer any type of donations, which are very much appreciated, you can do them at PayPal me/Mindy Mahal Buffalo. Yeah. So any donations you guys make are literally going into my the furthering of my education in energy healing, Reiki certification, Ho'oponopono, as well as other energy healing techniques. So thank you guys for listening, and I love you so much. And thank you so very much for taking the time to listen. And again, I love you and thank you. Good night.